Welcome again to another time on Big Brother Nigeria Updates. Now, this is very interesting. This entire week has been a buzz. The biggest news of this week is that Mercy became the first female head of house. Alex got immunity for the fourth week and Doyin got the pardon. Now, Doyin getting the pardon was a bit of a confusing and complicated situation that people did not see coming, particularly because Doyin and Angel were seeking fellow housemates campaigning for Illebaye. So they're basically going around asking people to vote for Illebaye to be pardoned. And even though you could see that people were buying into it, and then the head of house games came around and Doyin said, according to her, when she was talking to Big A, don't worry, you see the video, she was basically saying that she was going to go with Illebaye and pardon Illebaye, but when she could practically taste head of house, she was like, oh my God, if I don't get this, these people are going to drop me, and she needed something to save herself. So she ended up campaigning for herself instead of Illebaye. At the end of the day, she got the pardon. Now, you tell me if you think she's a snitch.
After that HOH game, I don't know. I'm normally not the type of person that is like power hungry. To be honest, I'm just like, you know what? I don't want to be where the work is at. So normally I'm like, I don't want to do the work. But I don't know what came over me. Maybe because I came so close to the HOH thing. I wanted it so bad. Like, I was happy that Mercy won, but people, that I'm not going to lie, there was a part of me that was just bitter. I was hurt.
Or tell me if you understand why she did that. Put it in the comments, let me know what you think. Some people say she's a snitch. Some people are like, I understand, self over your friend, right? Now, whatever you think, I want to know in the comment section. Now, Illebaye is like the center of everything that happened in the course of this week. It really looks like the goal at this point for majority of the guys is to provoke Illebaye into getting another strike so she can be sent out of the house. There was a conversation with Ike, Pere, and Kid that they agreed to provoke her into getting a third strike, which I think is why Kidwire sabotaged their arena presentation and made Illebaye lose out on 2.5 million. Seyi and Illebaye also had a quarrel, and then there was Ike throwing her things all over the floor, also trying to provoke her. Thankfully, she just saw her things on the floor and she walked away. She didn't actually say anything. And I don't think they saw that coming. Now, if they want her out of the house, then you can, do whatever you have to do. But this bullying, this low-key woman, unnecessary attitude that they're pushing right now, I feel like they should get strikes for this one. This one is just too much at this point. I feel like Big Brother should step in and do something about it. But then again, I feel like Big Brother is not going to do that because he's probably going to think, it's a game. This is the strategy and all of that. But I do not think that that's the case. These are grown men that are behaving like women. And the women are not now doing this to themselves. So I really don't know what's going on. But these guys need to be checked because I know they want Illebaye out because they're scared of her. She's like a big threat. But this is just overdue at this point, honestly. Another thing that's a bit concerning, and I say concerning, is because Illebaye did something like this and people were making mouth and saying all sorts of different things, but nobody batted an eyelid when Mercy was rocking fraud. Mercy was kissing white money, and now Mercy was seen, or heard in this case because the cameras didn't capture it, heard kissing Kidwire. So Mercy has moved from one guy to another, and you will remember that she said that her strategy would be like to date 4 guys in the house. So now I'm wondering, why is nobody talking about Mercy? Because they think she's a baddie, and because they think she's older, so she has wisdom, she knows what she's doing, and they think Illebaye is 121-year-old that doesn't have sense. But whatever the case is, I still feel like there's too much focus on Illebaye. That tells you that babe is the content in that house. And if people are not careful, she would trend and trend and trend. As a matter of fact, Tacha posted something and she said at this point she's praying that Illebaye should win so that Illebaye can rub it in the faces of Ike, Pere, and Kidwire. Exactly. Because those are people planning to get her out of the house. So, again, so much going on. But let's take a minute to talk about Neo and Tolani again. I don't want to talk about this, honestly speaking, because at this point I'm like, He never do. 1 second, Tolani Uses is saying, hope you're not thinking I want to be in a relationship with you. Don't worry, you see the video. She's saying, oh, I don't want to be in a relationship. But in the same breath, she's also saying, you can do whatever you want with any other girl, but don't do it in front of me. Like, pick a struggle, honestly speaking.
Wait, answer that question first.
In the house?
Yeah. Is that what you think I want?
I hope you're not thinking twice.
Answer my question
Is that what you
now.
think I want?
No, you don't move like that. But the way this conversation is going, you're acting like I think that.
No, I'm not
Okay.
thinking that, but for the fact that we know that we don't want that, but we want to respect ourselves.
My cocoa is whatever thing you want to be doing with the babe, don't do it in my front. That's what I'm saying.
Why don't, babe? Are you crazy? Like you told you sometimes you sound like
Girl, you
Now, remember last week, Neo spanked Tolani and grabbed her butt. You know, they were doing all of that. This week, literally at the pool party, she was seen kissing Neo. And this one's not in private. It's not those private she not used to do. This one wasn't in public where other people saw them kissing. Now, if you ask me, which I'm the one talking, so yes, you asked me. Tolani Uses is using Neo as her strategy. And I say that with my full chest. Because you would remember that Tolani Uses did not pop in her season because she was just this random chick with bad mouth and bad behavior and behaving anyhow. And she was known as V's friend, right? But she tried to get in a ship with Prince that capsized because it did not work. Now she's trying to get in a ship with Neo under the guise of trying not to be in a ship. I don't even understand what this is. But basically, she knows that if she and Neo are seen together, with the history that she has with V from the previous season, there will be content, people will be talking about them. So she's using Neo. And now Neo, they lose because she doesn't want Neo to get into any ship with anybody, but she wants to be low-key in a ship with Neo. So I feel like Neo is going to suffer for this at the end of the day because now Neo, they lose. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments. Now let's move on to Soma and Angel. This matter is strong. It's strong, small. Why? Because Soma was, 1 second ago, he was the cool guy that people were pardoning. You know, everybody liked him. He was the likable guy in the house. And now Soma is manipulative, always crying unnecessarily. He's like the male Venita. Just wake up one morning, decide that, okay, I want to seek small attention. You decide to cry. And then if you tie that with his aggressiveness with Angel, I'm coming to that. And you tie that again with his unnecessary anger issues, his anger explosions, and his unnecessary anxiety when he loses games. I'm like, this guy needs therapy. He clearly needs therapy. Also, I think he's using Angel as his content. Now, Angel and he had like a whole altercation. He was trying to provoke her because he saw her dancing with fraud at the pool party. Now, these people are not a sheep. They are not a thing. Okay? In fact, I don't think anybody's officially dating anybody in that house right now. But he knows that he wants to be with her, or at least they're for me, I want to be with you, or I love you, I want to be with you. Now, I feel like he's using her as his strategy. So he's trying to get people to be on his side. He's playing the pity game and he's using her as strategy since nothing else is working for him. I don't think this is going to work, particularly because of how aggressive he was with her. But let's see at the end of the day. Honestly, this Big Brother is turning out to be a game of who has the worst mind games. Who's playing the best mind games? Not worst, actually. Who's playing the best mind games? So I guess we'll see how that will pan out at the end of the day. Stick to this channel for more gist on Big Brother. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe. Catch you later.